What is up to all my fell-handed finessers? This is Senior Fell-Handed, and today we are on Siegfried Line encounter battle in the Tier 10 German light tank, the Remy Panzerwagen. Now, this little bad boy has amazing spotting distance, 420 base. In addition, we have a 24 perk crew on this bad boy. So we are gathering lots and lots of information. Now, normally what you want to do is kind of push out here, break right, and roll the mid. Also, let me go ahead and interject myself here, interject into this conversation I'm having with myself. And, you know, go ahead and say, let's focus on the title of the video. We have some exceptional lag this evening that I am going to share with you guys, because you know what, even though we lag out and it almost cost me my life, we still do very, very well. I mean, you know, we did our job as a light tank spotting things. I mean, an insane amount of stuff. Moving on, as you can see here, we've got a lot of action going out here in the field, and we're using our spotting to the best of our ability. We're trying our best to go turret down, but as I have said previously, it's very hard to do that if you don't know exactly when your commander's hatch only is sticking up from cover. Moving on, the lag is coming up here very shortly. I was about to just peek up, maybe take a shot at the bat chat, who knows. And if you guys will direct yourself to the bottom left hand corner, you will see very, very shortly I am completely reversing during this entire time. You see right there, that little thing is going backwards, and I am reversing while I was driving forward. So we're realistically very lucky to have made it out of that situation. And the good news is we don't really take a whole lot of damage. Well, I mean, you know, we don't really take hardly any because we would die. I mean, you know, until bad things happen, that is. Moving on. Now, despite the lag, I kind of say to myself, well, the game is over. I cannot health conserve my way out of this. I am loath to pull up and try to take shots at anybody, even ones where it's not super risky for me. This bad boy does have significant depression. I called my compadre here in the light tank. I was like, right before this entire thing went down, I said, you know, I need a little backup over here, because if they get a little brave, they can come over here and roll me, and there's nothing I can do about it except get clipped out. Because, you know, the guys behind me would get some shots in, but it is unlikely they would, you know, physically destroy the guys rolling with me. So you kind of have to think, guys, you know, in a situation like this, what is prohibiting the gentleman on the other side of this berm from just flat out coming over here and rolling me? You have to have that kind of situation where it is unpleasant for them to do that, or else there's, you know, literally no downside. So just keep them in mind, you know, there is that. You know, and the same thing goes for, you know, your bat chats, your 1390s, what have you. A lot of times they're just waiting on the gun reload, and then it is, you know, over for you. We're still taking some arty fire. He's fired a couple of times at me. He is not a fan of me being in this location. You know, being he is probably out of 445 by probably 50 meters. So he is very, very close, I guarantee it. Probably at the edge of the map. And we can't really get any shots in, but we can keep people lit up. And we can't get any shots in because we cannot even risk being seen. Immediately this Death Star realizes what he has done, and he regrets his decision, and I decide to kind of pull up and see if I can scope something while they're pooping on the Death Star. We kind of take a long-range shot there, and then by the time we pull back down, the Death Star is dead. I did not follow my compadre over the wall there just because it's not going to happen. There's no use in me going over there and getting killed. You know, I'm already a one-shot. Somebody bumps into me gently, I am going to be a dead man. So I decided to kind of bide my time. Hopefully, maybe I can, you know, end up using my skill set by continuing to spot people. We make a good little clutch shot right there. And like I said, guys, I would have scoped that had this been, full health, half health bull, what have you. But, we're down here to a one-shot, for anything on the board. Tier 1 tanks included. And we just do not even want to get in that position where someone is feasibly able to get a shot on me. So we're just uber conservative right now. Took a shot there at the commander's hatch. It did not go through. That's fine. You can't get them all. It looked like a freebie, but you can't get them all. Put a round right there in the hearse. He is not long for this world. He was actively getting pooped on. I called it. The guy on the arty was, not very far outside of my spotting range. Gonna see if we can't put some rounds on this gentleman right here. We don't necessarily want to pull out because I'm still afraid that I will get killed if I pull out of cover. Really taking some extreme long range shots because, even if you're within 400 meters in a light tank and you fire, 9 times out of 10, they're still going to spot you. You have to be at a really extreme range to get any kind of rounds in and be undetected. Simply because in tier 10 matches, everything has 400 meters base more often than not, and you are going to get spotted. At any rate, we managed to win that game. We did a great deal of spotting despite the lag, and we managed to do a little bit of damage. 4,300 assist with 1,300 damage. Guys, I really hope you enjoy. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time.